Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, we're going to be building Amtrak 300, the first ALC42 Charger locomotive delivered to Amtrak. And it's in this special transitional red and blue paint scheme. And this is an upgraded Charger locomotive with changes that Amtrak requested from the SC44. So let's get right into the build here. So the first step is to take out a dark oak stair for the coupler and get that attached up. Underneath it, we're going to put a dark oak fence gate. On either side of the coupler, a dark oak fence. Then on the next block forward from that, we're going to put 3 deep slate brick stairs across the middle, right side up. Above that, a 3x2 of gray concrete, with a warp button on each top corner. On the sides of the gray concrete, 2 deep slate brick stairs going vertical like this. Same thing on this side here. Then we'll come in front of this, skip 1 block forward, and we're going to get 2 rows of 5 polished deep slate walls coming out to each side of the rails. Then we'll take out netherite and skip to the 3rd block in front of that, so there's a gap of 2. Netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to take polished deep slate stairs, skip to the 3rd block in front of that, and put 3 of them upside down facing this way. Then, on the side here, a right side up outward facing stair, and same thing over here. In this gap, 3 stairs upside down facing the other way. Then over here, another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we'll open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels over here. Then we're going to put a skeleton skull on each wheel and a grindstone next to it. Same thing on this side. Then we're going to take out gray concrete here, and we're going to move up to the 2nd level. And we're going to fill in the middle 3 of the 2nd level with gray concrete all the way over the top of all of this. We'll stop above where these fence gates are. Now in front of this in the middle, we're going to put 3 stone brick blocks, then 3 stone brick stairs upside down facing outward on either side of it. On the 2nd layer are 3x3 of stone brick blocks, and then on the sides of this here, we're going to put a skeleton skull, a warp sign, and then a brewing stand. Same thing over here. A skeleton skull, a warp sign, and then a brewing stand. In front of this, we're going to put a temporary block on bottom, and we need to get an upside down deep slate brick stair facing backwards. Then you can delete that temporary block and bring the upside down stairs all the way across so it's 5 wide. Then we're going to rotate to the side here, and we're going to put upside down stairs facing outward, and we're going to add a line of 9 of them facing sideways. Then in front of the 9, 5 coming across this way facing upside down and forward. Then same thing here, a line of 9 facing outward here. Then we're going to switch to gray concrete starting at the back here, put 2 on each side. Then we're going to skip inside by 1 and make a 2x3. Then we'll come back to the outside and fill the rest of the outside on both sides with gray concrete. So we have that gap of 2 that moves inward back there. We'll also come across here. Then in front of that, we're going to put 3 stone brick blocks on the middle with stone brick stairs upside down facing outward on either side of it. Then a 3x3 of stone brick on top of it. And then up here, we put a brewing stand, a warp sign, and a skeleton skull. Same thing here, brewing stand, warp sign, skeleton skull. Come on the side of the fuel tank here where there's this indent and put a crimson button and a crimson sign. Same thing on the other side, crimson sign, crimson button. Then we'll move back up to the front, skip 1 block forward from the stone brick, and get a netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then take polished deep slate stairs, skip to the 3rd block in front of it, 3 of them upside down facing forward. On the side, a right side up, 1 facing outward. Same thing over here. In this gap, 3 upside down facing backward. Then in front of it, another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels on this side down here. On the sides of it, we're going to put a skeleton skull on each wheel, and then a grindstone next to each skeleton skull. Same thing on this side. Then on the second layer up, we'll fill in the top middle 3 above this truck with gray concrete. We're going to bring it down right above where the fence gates are. In front of that, we're going to put 2 upside down outward facing polished deep slate stairs on either side like this, and gray concrete in the middle. Then, in front of that, we'll put 3 gray concrete across the end of it. On the bottom in front of it, we're going to put 3 deep slate brick stairs facing forward like this, and above it, 3 gray concrete, and on the sides of the gray concrete, an upside down deep slate brick stair facing outward on each side. Above that, a blue concrete on each side, and 3 forward facing upside down red nether brick stairs in the middle. Then an item frame on each side. Take out a dark oak stair for the coupler, turn around and get it stacked up in the middle. Delete the one we used for placement. Underneath it, put a dark oak fence gate, and then open dark oak fence gates on either side of the coupler. Now we're going to make some banners, so come into a loom with a red banner and blue dye. We're going to make 1/2 blue. Then we're going to do a second banner where the other side is blue. Switch to red dye and make the bottom half of both of them red. Then switch to black dye, put a black border around both of them, and then a black plus shape on both of them. This will represent all the MU port covers. And we're going to put those in the item frames so that the blue corners go to the inside. Now we're going to come around on top here on the 3rd layer up, and we'll fill in the top middle 3 with blocks of iron going end to end. Then on the top outside edge, we're going to go end to end with red concrete on both sides. Now we'll swing up to the front here and start working on the front of the locomotive. So on top of the front, we're going to put 2 rows of 5 blue concrete coming across. Above that, 3 polished black stone blocks on the top middle. Then, on each corner of the blue concrete, a glow item frame, and 1 in the very middle of the black stone, glow stone in all of them. Stone buttons on either side in the gaps. On each side here, a red nether brick stair. Then under this headlight, we're going to take out a warped sign here, and we're going to put that in the middle under the headlight, and we're going to type the word Amtrak all capitalized. Then we'll hit that with white dye, and then a glowing sack. Then we'll swing around behind this here, and we're going to put a red concrete behind each of the red nether brick stairs. Then swing this way, on top of it, another red nether brick stair on each side, 3 light blue stained glass across the middle for the windshield. Then we'll swing around behind this again, and we'll put a red concrete behind each of these stairs on top. Above that, another red nether brick stair on each side, and then we'll fill the middle 3 with polished blackstone stairs. Then a dark oak sign on each side of the polished blackstone stair with our locomotive number 300. We'll hit both of those signs with white dye and then a glow ink sack. Next, on the sides coming off the top red concrete block, we're going to put 2 light blue stained glass on each side. Behind that, a single blue concrete on each side. Then we can go ahead and come underneath here and fill this all into the back of it with blue concrete. So just fill in this whole front panel here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So fill this all the way into the back of this with blue concrete. Next, we'll knock out this red concrete block behind it, put a right side up red nether brick stair, 2 upside down dark prismarine stairs, and a warp door. Same thing here. So right side up red nether brick, 2 upside down dark prismarine stairs, and a warp door above it. Behind that, we're going to make 3 columns of blue concrete coming from bottom to top. And then the same thing on the other side, 3 columns coming bottom to top. Then behind that, a column of 3 with a bedrock on top. Same thing over here. Behind that, extend it out another 3 and bring that all the way to the top. On the other side, there's a vent, so we're going to put 3 on bottom, then 2 rows of 3 deep slate tile walls, and 3 blue concrete on top of it. Behind that, we're going to extend it out another 7 blocks. And we'll raise that all the way to the top. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So extend it down another 7 blocks and bring it all the way to the top. Behind that on bottom, 2 blue concrete on each side. And then we're going to do a 2x2 of iron bars. Same thing here, a 2x2 of iron bars and 2 blue concrete on top of them. And over here, 2 blue concrete on top. Then 1 column of blue concrete behind it. Behind that, we're going to do a column of 4 iron bars. Same thing on that side. Behind that, a blue concrete on bottom, then 2 iron bars, and then a blue concrete on top. Same thing on both sides. Behind that, 2 iron bars coming back on bottom. Above those, a 2x2 of blue concrete. Same thing over here. Then 2 iron bars on top. Then behind that, we put a blue concrete on the bottom. Then 2 iron bars coming up. Blue concrete on top. Behind that, a column of iron bars coming from top to bottom. Same thing over here. Then behind that, a single column of blue concrete on each side. Then behind that, a column of 3 blue concrete on each side with a bedrock block on top. Then a blue concrete on bottom, 2 red concrete, blue concrete on top. Same here, blue, 2 red, blue. Behind that on bottom, a red, 2 light gray concrete, and a red. Red, 2 light gray, and a red. Then we'll take light gray concrete and we're going to fill in 3 high to the back here. On the top, 2 light gray on the very back, then a bedrock, and then light gray to fill it in. And we'll just copy this over here. So bring the light gray down to the back, completely solid, 3 blocks tall, 2 light gray on the very back, and a bedrock. Then in here we'll put a door on the middle, and we'll fill the rest of this back in with light gray concrete. Then on either side of this back door, 2 iron bars. On the top outside edges next to the iron bars, a crimson button on each side. Come around the corner, 2 iron bars here, and 2 here. On the top middle, a glow item frame with a glowstone for a headlight. Then on each side, we'll go ahead and put up a sign with the locomotive number 300. Same thing on the other side. Then we'll go ahead and hit those with white dye in a glow ink sac. Then we'll put 3 gray concrete on this top middle. Then we'll come back up to the front, and on each side of the store, we'll make a column of 4 iron bars coming up for handrails. We'll do the same thing on the other side here. So on each side of the door, a column of 4 iron bars. Then we're going to move up here. Under this window, put a crimson button and a white stained glass pane on that top red concrete for a rearview mirror. Same here, so a rearview mirror and a crimson button. And actually I put the crimson button on the wrong spot here. It needs to be moved over one under the window. Then we'll come on top here with red nether brick stairs, and we're going to make them facing outward and bring it down to right above the door. Same thing on this side. Then behind that, we're going to put a single dark prismarine stair on each side facing outward. So one there, one there. Then we'll put a deep slate tile stair behind that on each side, and then bring dark prismarine facing outward all the way down to the back of the locomotive here. All the way to the back. Then we'll come over here and do the same thing, so outward facing dark prismarine stairs all the way along this top outside edge. Bring it all the way forward till it connects up with the stairs we already placed. Now come on top of the front here, we're going to put 3 black wool across here. Then we're going to put a conduit on each side, a crimson button in the middle. Behind it, 3 dark prismarine slabs on the lower hip box and 2 coming off this way. In this gap, a 2x2 of blue concrete with a polished black stone button on it. Then, behind that here, we're going to switch back to blue concrete again, and we're going to make a 3x3 of blue concrete behind it. Then on the back 2 of each side of that, we're going to put 2 levers going into each other for antennas. Behind that, we're going to move to the upper hip box of the next block down and make a 3x3 of dark prismarine slabs. Then we're going to take out a warp fence gate for a horn, put 3 of them coming across this way and open them. Come behind it, 3 more coming across and open going this way. Behind that, another 3x3 of blue concrete. And on the back 2 of each side, 2 iron trapdoors. Then behind that, another 3x3 of blue concrete, 3 iron trapdoors in the middle. Behind that, we're going to do a 5x3 of blue concrete coming backwards. And then we'll put 5 iron trapdoors on each side of that, leaving the middle open. Then behind this, we're going to switch over to bedrock and do a 6x3 of bedrock. On top of the bedrock, we're going to fill it all with stone pressure plates, just to give it some more added detail. Then, behind the bedrock, we're going to switch back over to our blue concrete. A row of 3 blue concrete with a polished black stone button on either side of it. Then behind it on this side, 2 bedrock and a 2x2 of blue concrete, and then 2 polished black stone buttons there. Then 3 blue concrete coming across, polished black stone button on either side, then 2 bedrock on the far side, 2x2 of blue concrete, 2 polished black stone buttons here. Fill this to the end with blue concrete, and also these end top 3 should be blue concrete as well. Then we'll put a blue candle on each side of the very back blue concrete blocks. Come on the side here, 1 block behind this vent and on top of the blue, and we're going to put 5 item frames. We'll do the same thing over here. We'll start one block in front of this back vent, 5 item frames. Then we're going to make some banners. So we need to come into a loom. We're going to use a blue banner in white dye, vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, upside down triangle on top. New banner. Vertical in the middle, horizontal on top. New banner. Vertical on the left, top half white, diagonal. New banner. Vertical on the left, a diagonal, then the other diagonal. Then switch to blue dye, and we're going to put a blue border around all of these letter banners. Now we'll come place these, and that's what these item frames are for. So we'll spell out the word Amtrak, and I miscalculated. I didn't have enough item frames. So I had to grab an item frame real quick and put a 6th item frame up there so we could fit the word Amtrak. Then we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll add another item frame so we can fit the word Amtrak. Now we can come in and clear all these banners out of our hotbar because we need to make some more banners here. So we're going to come back to the loom with a blue banner and white dye. We're going to put a horizontal on bottom, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle, vertical on the right. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. New banner. Horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle, horizontal on top. Then switch to blue dye and put a blue border around all of these banners. And then we'll come place these. So up here on the side of the cab, right behind the door, we'll put the number 300 with our banners. Same thing here, right behind the door, the number 300. Then these other 2 are for the Amtrak logo. So we'll put 2 with 3 stripes in the middle, and then 1 with 2 stripes on each side to represent the Amtrak logo. Same thing over here, right under here, 2 with 3 stripes in the middle, and 1 on each side with 2 stripes. Now all of our banners and logos are complete. Now we'll work on our interior. So come inside here, take out a polished andesite slab, a row of double slabs under this windshield, and then we'll start filling in the floor with slabs coming back. We're going to come back 1 block past the doors. In the middle here, a staircase of polished andesite stairs coming down to the bottom. Come up here, turn around, 2 blast furnaces on either side, and a door in the middle. Then a torch on each side up here. Then we'll put in a stair on each side for seats. Up here on the upper hitbox, 3 slabs, 2 glow item frames with end crystals for computer, and a lever for the engineer. Now the cab's done, and we'll come work on the first compartment back here. On either side of the stairs, we're going to put 3 columns of white shulker boxes. The end one will only be able to come up 3, the first 2 come up 4, so it all touches the top where it can. Same thing on this side. Then we'll come down on bottom here. We're going to put 3 blast furnaces on each side on bottom. Above that, 3 grindstones on each side. Then we're going to take out quartz brick. We'll make a column right here on this side, skip a block, and another column. Inside it, an end portal for a toilet. Turn around like this and put a door on it. Above it, 2 quartz brick blocks. Then, over on this side, 3 more blast furnaces. On the end, it comes up 2, and then the first 2 come up to the top. Then a 2x2 of quartz brick up on top there, and a door. Then we'll come up in here and put a row of sideways end rods to light this compartment across the top right there. Then we'll move on and do the engine room. We'll move down behind where this first set of iron bars is, and we'll take out quartz brick blocks. We're going to frame in a door right here and fill in above the door with quartz brick blocks up to the top. Then in the middle, skip one block in front of the door, put 4 sideways anvils. Above the anvils, we need to get 4 blocks of redstone. Then above that, 4 more anvils. And then we're going to put polished blackstone button on both sides of all the redstone blocks. Then on the very top, we need to get another 4 redstone blocks. Then we're going to take out end rods, and on the sides of the top, we're going to do a full row of horizontal end rods, completely end to end on both sides of this engine compartment. So we'll move into the next compartment here. In the middle, 1 block forward from the doorway, a polished deep slate wall, 2 smooth stone blocks. On the front of it, 2 glow item frames with egg crystals for computer screens. Behind it, we're going to take acacia logs up the middle in a row coming 5 back. And then we're going to bring that all the way to the top. This is for the big air filtration system. Then we're going to skip 1 block behind that, use quartz bricks to frame in a door and bring it to the top. Then we'll put a doorway in here. Then on the top outside edge, much like the compartment before it, a full row of sideways end rods. Same thing on this side, a full row of sideways end rods. Then we'll move in here and we'll do our final compartment. In front of this door, we'll put 2 white shulker boxes and we'll make that into column going floor to ceiling. Same thing on this side here, 2 columns, floor to ceiling of white shulker boxes. Then we put 4 blast furnaces on bottom of each side. Then we're going to take out sideways end rods on the top middle and go all the way across this back compartment. On the very back here, we're going to make 2 columns of brewing stands. Then, above these blast furnaces, we're going to put 3 hoppers and then 3 grindstones. Same over here, 3 hoppers, 3 grindstones. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our ALC42 Charger locomotive in the transitional paint scheme. 6 of these locomotives are slated to be painted in this paint scheme. This first one, number 300, has been delivered. I hope you enjoy the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.